I forgot I left off on the turtles. Look at these little goodies. Look at all the cuties. Look at the turtles. I love the turtles. Hello everybody and welcome back to Genshin Impact. It is just me today. Oh boy. Jester might be a wee bit busy. I was trying to get this to 50 so I could get this thing, but yeah.
Missions do I still have to finish? Let's see.
Yordle.
1, 2.
Yordle. They're so cute. I took so many pictures with these guys. They're just so cute. I want to harvest the one on that one's back, but I'm scared. I'm scared to do it. And look, that's so cute. Oh, I love turtles. Oh my goodness, look at you. You're so cute. I'm losing my mind. Anyways. So Jester did show me how to do this. Unfortunately, I can't do it now, I don't think. But you're supposed to interact with this. You get a little cutscene. And then you come up here. And you're supposed to throw some meat. I threw shrimp. Because I had a lot of extra shrimp. And then that's how you get this big turtle to spawn. And the big turtle spawns right about here. You jump on its back, and then it guides you all the way to the little area I was sitting at. And it shows you the little baby turtles. So if Jester is currently sitting in on this right now, thank you very much for showing me that. Because holy crap, the day you showed me that made my day. I don't have any wishes to do because I've just been doing sword pulls. Or weapon pulls the entire time. But since it is just me, today we will be doing a bit of story quests. I need to be in a different... There we go. Depending on how clingy my dog seems to want to be right now, I may have to put him in his crate.
Add Astra.
So the first thing we'll do, actually, is this event that I have 3 days left on. Oh my goodness, there's 3 of them. Okay, so these are not event quests. Oh, that unlocks commissions and that unlocks city rep. Okay. That is fair. Yordle. Yordle. Turtle. Turtle. I genuinely enjoy turtles. They're adorable.
Show me your
You
move.
need to die.
Lay bare.
The only reason you need to die is because I need your stuff for talents. I'm actively stuck. Okay.
Bring it. Go. You're free now.
Oh my goodness, what am I caught on with that? Okay, so they're all dead. Quest is over there. But that requires swimming. Damn, I thought for certain they'd give me a freaking... dude to possess. I'm going to drown if I don't eat. Look at the capybaras. You're probably right.
Hey! Our guests of honor are here. Now we can really get this party started.
Hey, Mualani! Oh, and Shilonen's here too! And Mizuki? You're back from Inazuma already?
That's right. My friends in Natlan are like family to me. I like to think of the people of the Springs as my home away from home.
Because she likes hot
If
springs, I
I want to
get
help
it.
people here, I definitely can't neglect the Natlan branch of my practice.
Miss Mizuki's work ethic is impeccable. She puts the rest of us service providers to shame.
Shilonen is really tall. Man, the three of them standing next to each other is such a color palette difference. I mean, don't Mualani and... Well, I guess, Mizuki is more purple and Mualani is more blue. Shilo really stands out among the three, though. Both in height and color.
Well, I've had some weird dreams lately. Oh, like a client expediting a commission from a 4-week time frame to just 1. Or, like a rush order for some kind of spherical accessory with an element of danger to it.
Oh no, she's having dreams about her work. She needs a break.
Wow, you made that connection pretty fast, Traveler. Almost as if you're the one sending Shilonen weird commissions through her dreams.
Huh. Are those creatures dangerous? Anyway, the expedited time frame isn't even the hardest part. Spherical designs are tricky, and when you rush it, you end up with something that isn't even good. Point being, I've been having nothing but those kinds of dreams, so I wrapped up all my orders and decided to visit Miss Mizuki for help. And it worked like a charm. When I took a nap that afternoon, all the weird dreams were gone.
It was my pleasure to help Miss Shilonen. Although I'm not sure how much credit I can really take for the disappearance of those dreams.
The biggest colors that stick out for
In any
Mizuki is
case,
the pinks.
Everyone's feeling good and well rested now, which means
Because most of the others kind of,
it's
I don't want to say
party
blend together, but
time!
like complement
A
each
party
other
on the
well.
water, to be exact. It's a tradition in my tribe.
Yeah, let's party! Although, what does that involve exactly? Obviously, delicious food and drinks are given. But how do people in Natlan like to party?
Fuck, Sheila is really tall, actually. Although it might be the heels.
Wait, are you being serious?
Oh, do I spy a fellow extreme sports enthusiast? Well, to tell you the truth, those activities were where my mind first went to as well. But according to Chief Amina, not everyone likes high adrenaline activities. Even beach volleyball can be dangerous. It's all fun and games until you spike the ball straight into your friend.
What are you guys using, an
This game's
armadillo?
supposed to be fun, not something that scars people and creates even more work for Miss Mizuki in the process.
What are you guys using, an armadillo?
Point. I'm always happy to help, but I'd rather not have a hand in creating my own patient's trauma. It's better if no one gets hurt.
Which is why I came to you for advice.
So, what's the plan?
Well, not everyone has a background in extreme sports. and we don't want that to deter people from participating in this event.
I will say that I'm noticing
As
Shiloh is
a
wearing
cherry,
heels
I
as
happened
opposed to the other
mention
two.
The Makawa Flower Festival, and it's more
Like the
laid-back
dude
approach
jamming
to
out in the
games.
background.
And Miss Mualani really latched onto that idea. So we decided to give Akitsu Haneasobi a distinctive Natlanese twist. The result is Rhythm Ball, a relaxing game that doesn't sacrifice on fun.
An Inazuman game?
But that would explain why Shiloh is so tall.
What a cool idea!
Wow, and you haven't even heard the band at full volume. You must have a good sense of rhythm. Which, as you can
I like
imagine,
rhythm games,
is
actually.
perfect for Rhythm Ball. The goal is to smash all the blocks by hitting the balls to the beat of the music. No complex techniques, no safety issues, just
I really wanted to do
instinct.
Hi-Fi
It's a game
Rush,
everyone
but
can
unfortunately,
enjoy.
like,
Of
I don't
course,
like the
with your
streamer
skill,
mode
you can
music
even add
as much as
extra
I like the
layers to
main
music,
game music,
or
which
bring out a
sucks.
new sense of rhythm. After all, different DJs can give the same song a whole new feel. And in a game that involves beats, the player can showcase that same creativity. Who knows? In your hands, the background
one of my
track could
favorite,
go from an easy listening chill-out piece to something with a trance or
One of my
hardcore
favorite
twist.
songs in Hi-Fi
I
Rush
can't wait to see what you come up with.
was... Oh, was it
Yeah,
Wolfgang?
whatever you say. Wow,
Or was it Mozart?
probably something you could do, right, Traveler?
Is Mozart and Wolfgang the same thing? Am I just being stupid? It's the werewolf boss fight. The music for that one is really fun for me.
Yes, that's the spirit! As long as you and Paimon can play your hearts out, it's mission accomplished.
And I don't like their
We'll
alternative
grab some
version of
snacks
it.
and drinks for the rest of us while we
Because they
watch.
do have a streamer mode, so you can play non-copyright music.
Just remember to
Issue
pace
is
yourself, okay,
this
traveler?
music is kind of...
I'm sure you don't want an endless loop of dance-off stage music stuck in your head before bed tonight.
I don't know what you're talking about. I love music.
This sounds like a blast. Plus, if Shilonin's the one DJing an endless loop of music in our dreams, oh, doesn't sound too bad.
I agree. While playing Rhythm Ball, the player must actively serve their ball, propel the pinball forward. Pinball will rebound and colliding with the bar. If the collision occurs while the bar is moving, the rebound okay, so this is Pong. Based on the element type possessed by the carrier of apply element type. Everything but Dendro and Geo, which sucks. Base bricks will appear in the stage. Ooh, what's for dinner? Will appear in the stage at intervals, destroying them to gain a buff after gaining a buff. When there are less than the requisite amounts, the bar will fire a flurry of fireworks forward. Should any of the fireworks hit a brick, they will inflict damage. Okay, so do I need... Should I... I feel like I should have characters equipped. Although, willing to bet... Sorry, didn't mean to stand on your thing. Rhythmos. Why do I get the feeling this man speaks like a Jamaican? Is that technically a stereotype? Party setup. Oh. Oh, it locks me out of everybody else. Like, it locks me out of any Dendro or Geo characters. That is... interesting. I don't think level has anything to do with it. Use the dissipate effect from swirl reactions, the detonate effect from overload reactions. Overload is lightning and fire. Got it. So, let's see how I do this. I'm curious. Games like this are interesting to me. Also, I said Pong. This is more like Brick Destroyer. Or Brick Breaker, or whatever you want to call the game. Ooh. Okay, so I fire it like that. And then I switch.
Oh, nice rhythm.
This is less like a rhythm game and more like... Huh.
Nice! Keep it up!
No, the ball. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it's carnival music, so it's not like beat-based stuff, which I thought it was going to be a rhythm game as opposed to whatever this is.
Nice! Keep it up!
Oh my goodness.
Right on the beat.
You get back here. You bitch.
Right on the beat.
I like the concept. Electrotrollers and swirl reactions on electro bricks surrounding the rhythm boss. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Shit.
Bravo! Bravo!
Yeah. Oh, there was a thing behind me, that's why. You know, this is somewhat lame.
Bravo! Bravo!
I don't know, it felt like it was advertised as a rhythm-based game.
Nice! Keep it up!
Oh, nicely done.
There's too many balls. This one's a miss for me. This one's a miss for me. I'll be honest. Like, I feel like they could have maybe done a little bit better. Not bad. I'll admit that it's not bad. I'm trying to access my menus and I'm just being horrible at it. Yeah, no, I'll finish this one off at a later date, but like I don't want to say it was like false advertising, but it almost felt like false advertising. If I'm being honest. Forgot to buy these earlier. Ooh, Favonia's sword. Oops, I mashed too much. So that puts me at 7. And if each level of these is... Each level of these gives me 70. 4 more, that's 280, which is not enough for 2 more. Or not enough for 3 more. 280, 320, so that gives me 2 more, which means I would need 1 more. I'm better off just doing story quests. Yeah, I'll do the weapon pulls. Or do I save? Because in 3 days we get the new characters. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. And I want to go to story quests. Zhongli gives me another boss fight, so we'll go with that one. What is active over here? Why are you active over here? Who's saying is what active? You're active. And you're active. Noctua 1. Which one's Noctua 1? Who haven't I completed? I'm certain I did that Nocturna one. Oh, wait, it's still, this is still technically Deluxe, I think. Jade, who do you think I should do next? Should I complete Deluxe, or should I do Zhongli, Guan Yu, Albedo, Zhao? Take a pick. You know better than me. Yeah, no, I can't do these characters because supposedly I still need to do this one. Like, I still need to finish this one, apparently. Which I think I'm, like, almost done, so I can go ahead and finish it now. Get it out of the way.
Huffman!
Oh, it's you two. Thank you for coming. So, the Dark Knight hero. Do you have anything else you're able to share with me? Ah, yes, of course I should fill you in first. Apologies for my appalling lapse of etiquette. The situation is... Here, take a look at this.
Jeez, what horrible handwriting.
I can't read any of this.
Let me take a closer look. Huh? Some parts of this seem to be complete gibberish.
Hello, Lemming. Welcome to the
Although this
stream.
is
Tonight
written
is
in the
Genshin
common
night.
tongue, it appears that a cipher has been used in many places. Nevertheless, one can grasp the general message from the non-ciphered portions alone. This is a war declaration from the Abyss Order to the Dark Knight hero.
Why would the
Does
Abyss
that
Order
mean
use a freaking cipher?
The bad guys want the Dark Knight hero
Well,
to
you
go
should
away
get some
forever
rest.
and
You need it. You deserve it.
Something like that. Thus, we are hoping to
You did
contact
good
him as soon
today.
as
Sleep
possible so that
well.
we can attempt to coordinate a response.
And thank you for dropping by.
After all, this matter no longer concerns merely the Dark Knight hero himself. It impacts the entire city of Mondstadt.
The entire city of Mondstadt. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm in the wrong window.
If you find out anything at all, come and find me.
Go to the Dawn Winery.
A war declaration sent by the Abyss Order?
A declaration of war?
This is not good news at all for Master Diluc. Quick, we should go tell him right away.
Jade, I know that next banner is... What's it called? Aoife and Effie. Who's the other one that they're gonna release with them? Well, not release with them, but like have them share the banner. Have they said yet, or are they keeping it a surprise? I also think that they're going to be doing another Chronicle one too, which fantastic.
Master Diluc, just now we were at the Knights of Avonius, and
I take it you're about to inform me of the war declaration from the Abyss Order.
How do you
I'm
know?
aware of it. Though I appreciate you for taking the trouble to come all this way.
what?
The Dawn Winery's intelligence network extends beyond commercial matters.
Great. So, what's the plan, Master Diluc?
I'm open to suggestions. No. That would be playing right into the hands of the Abyss Order. They know full well that we don't exactly see eye to eye. They're using this as a means to force me into making an appearance. If my identity were exposed, all my future activities would be subject to some degree of interference from the Knights. After all, no powerful organization wishes to be outdone by someone from the outside.
Ooh, the Abyss Order has really dealt you a tough hand this time.
Oh, it's Eshifer and Raiden. Oh my goodness, that's...
There is a way.
Ooh, they really know how to make tough choices.
Specifically, I need to decipher the obscured portions of the Abyss Order's war declaration.
Obscured portions? You mean the bits Paimon can't read?
Like, you either
must
get
be
the
a
you
cipher
either get
only
one
understood
of
by
supposedly
members of the
the
Abyss
best
Used to
cryo
spread messages
supports
within the
ever
organization.
to exist for a long time, especially with the release especially with the future release of Saritsa and Skirk. Or you get Raiden, who is probably the best DPS for Electro.
It's not simply a war declaration, but also a notification to their own. When you take a stand that makes you a hero to one party, you also become a villain to the other. And since I've been the Abyss Order's enemy for so long, they've made me the target around which they can rally their troops.
See, I like
and
the
unite
idea
their
of Chronicle
strength.
Wishes. I wish they had made
Seems like it takes a lot of brains to be
a special
superhero,
item
huh?
needed to make the
I
Chronicle
understand
Wishes.
my enemy well is all. As the saying goes,
Like, it
heroes
shouldn't
and
be
villains
it shouldn't
have
be
two
intertwined
sides of the
wishes.
So
same coin.
what are we gonna do about the intel that's written
If
in
anything, it should be
gibberish
acquaint wishes, because acquaint wishes are slightly harder to get
then?
than
Gibberish by it.
intertwine, because most people will buy
When
the
you don't
intertwine
understand
wishes over the
something,
acquaints.
You ask. I've already tracked down one of their strongholds. If you're interested, feel free to come along.
Yeah, because what is it? It's Yai Miko. Sorry, I need to level her up. I'm out of Mora. Never mind, I don't need to level her up. Also, that's another thing. Hang on, I want to look at something real quick. Details. Yume Mizuki. Dia Kaching. Tainari. Which character is Yume Mizuki? That is not what I wanted. So... Well, that's interesting. They made one of the newer characters pullable from the main one. Yeah, but she's pullable from, like, regular acquaint wishes. Like, she's part of the list of things you can get from regular acquaint wishes. But anyways, back to what I was doing. So what Inazuma characters are they going to be offering? Obviously, Raiden is her own thing. Ito's probably going to be on the list. No, Ito's Liu Wei, isn't he? No, he's Inazuma. Sangonomiya, Yoimiya. Probably one of these two, too. So that's the 5 that they would be picking from? Or do they have 6? Because you got Yai. She's Inazuma. Not Inazuma, she's... Fuck me. She's Liwin. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they're doing 6, 6. They wouldn't put Raiden in there because Raiden's already going to be a part of the list already as well. Or a part of the basic wishes, the basic banner. The rotating banner, not the basic banner. Not the Bruce banner. That's a long way to a strong... Jesus.
This is the place. Abandoned ruins like these are precisely the kind of place the... Come on.
Yeah. Because I think Eschafer... Because Skirk is going to be a decent cryo character, I bet. And then... Saritsa is going to also be a really good cryo character. This is my first time actually using the lurk. The Luke seems slow, doesn't he?
Let me read you a verse. Rain outline.
Oh, hi, buddy. You being level 84 is a detriment to your life. Well, see, I think what's going to happen is we're going to have... I base this on nothing, by the way. I'm just taking a random-ass guess. So chances are, with the release of the Tsaritsa, we're going to get probably Signora, too. Or at the very least, Signora's going to come in very shortly after.
Tell me what you see. Free. Laid bare.
How did you find me here, Favonian scum?
But like I said, that's
am no
that's a
knight,
possibility.
Now start talking.
Because
Plan. What is it?
I see you received our letter.
Hi, Jester.
I'm going to let you in on our secrets. I'm afraid you're quite mistaken.
See, I feel like they do want to release Signora, but I feel like if they want to release Signora, it would be in a realm that's like that gives it a purpose. I will try to pull for the Tsaritsa as well.
Did you just use
Because I want an Archon.
to shoot fire from your hands? Ah, it burns!
Let's see how long it takes for you to crack.
Stop! Stop! Please! Pain! I beg you! Make it stop! I'll talk. I'll talk. Ow, ow, ow! Please! Stop! I'll tell you everything.
Is it wrong that I want to turn this thing into one of my minions?
Disorder. We've amassed a force bound by a shared hatred for the
Jade, do not feel bad, so am I.
They will march on the
Mine's a hindsight thing, though, because I saw how well she synergizes with fucking Arle.
Please, don't make me suffer those flames again.
That's it? Well, I doubt you'd be foolish enough to keep anything else hidden.
Nod Cry? Is that just the opening area to Snezhnaya?
Now that I have the information I need, I must prepare. I would be grateful if you could keep me updated on how the Knights of Favonius respond to this matter.
Yeah, I'll be honest, this is my first time hearing about Nod Cry, but I'm an idiot.
Hey, Master Diluc, sir.
Why are you acting so strange all of a sudden?
In light of what just went down here a moment ago, Master Diluc has officially reached #1 on Paimon's people not to tick off under any circumstances list.
Poor Paimon. Poor Paimon is scarred for life. Do I have enough Mora now? Oh my goodness. I cannot access my fucking menus. I'm trying to get this little cat bitch. Fuck, that's expensive. Why is Diona such an expensive date? The reason being is because I haven't been farming the Mora things like I should be. Because I am stupid. I get the feeling if Nod Cry... You know what? That actually sounds about right.
If we do not make contact with the Dark Knight hero soon... Ah, it's you two. I must admit, this issue of the Dark Knight hero is proving to be
Wait, I
something
thought
of a
Jean
headache.
was the leader of the
We
Knights of
just held a
Favonius.
meeting to decide on an appropriate course of action.
Or is she the leader of the
Can you
Adventurers
guess
Guild?
what it is? Good one. But no. The Knights cannot afford to simply stand by and watch while there is even the slightest inkling of a threat facing Mondstadt. If that were the case, more and more people would start to rely on the Dark Knight hero instead of the Knights of Favonius.
Oh, well, what's the plan then?
Oh, Varka is her father.
Find out the Dark Knight hero's true identity and offer him our protection.
Protection? He seems to be doing just fine without your protection so far, you know.
Well, since you've aided the Knights in the past, I might as well just tell you. The offer of protection is just a ruse in order for the Knights of Favonius to take over full and exclusive responsibility for this matter.
You aren't gonna let the Dark Knight hero be all heroic and stuff? Why not?
Firstly,
See, I haven't
to
even
show the
touched
might
Albedo
of
in
the
any way,
Knights
shape, or
of
form.
Favonius, to prove to the people that without the Dark Knight hero, they can still rely on the Knights to maintain peace and harmony. Secondly, the Abyss Order have no mercy in their hearts. If anything happened to the Dark Knight hero, it would only serve to further their nefarious ambitions.
Gosh, Paimon never knew the life of a knight involved so much untold anguish before.
But none of this will work.
Okay, I
if we
guess I
don't
know who I'm
establish
playing
the
next.
Dark Knight hero's true identity in time.
There's no need to despair, Huffman. Just follow my plan, and everything will be fine.
Ah, Captain Kaya.
Lately, Master Diluc has been
I really
working the
haven't.
bar at the Angel's Share every night.
Because I
All
haven't
I
had
need you to
time.
do
I've been
is
told by
keep
other
him in
people to
your
do other
sight.
things like Zhang Li's
Think
story.
you can manage that for me?
Yes, Captain Kaya. But does that mean that Master Diluc is the Dark Knight hero?
Who knows? It's just a hunch. I've been known to be wrong on occasion.
Wow. Paimon feels we saw a whole new side of the Knights of Favonius today. But Paimon doesn't understand. How is
I'm
Kaya
going too far
so
down.
sure he knows who the Dark Knight hero is? We need to get to the winery and tell Master Diluc as soon as Paimonly possible.
Ooh, that took a lot of my health. Also, Jester, I did the event quest, and I gotta say, it's a miss for me. It really is.
Master Diluc, Paimon has something important to tell you.
Yes, about Kaya. I should have known he would see this as the perfect opportunity to get back at me.
Sounds like there's a bit of bad blood between you guys then.
I shan't get into that now. More importantly, the Knights of Favonius are responding more or less as I had anticipated. All we need to do now is think of a counter plan.
I'm gonna be real honest here. Also, I'm reading this, and I'm just like got the nicest little smile. Tiny arsonist sounds fun.
That's what Kaya is counting on.
So what are we gonna do?
Patience.
Does it start with a C and rhyme with runt?
If they intend to monitor me, then so be it. We can use this to create the perfect alibi.
What's an alabla?
DM me.
Alibi.
If you want to find out, maybe you can do me a small favor first.
Oh, come on.
DM me the word.
Cliffhanger so much.
Oh.
In Mondstadt,
That word.
Mist flowers are most commonly found in a region just northwest
Domestic,
of
not
the wild.
niceism.
If you could gather some for me, I'd be most grateful. I will make other preparations here in the meantime.
No, not my wrist of terror. I don't want my wrist to feel terror. It already feels pain because of carpal tunnel. Why is that funny? Why is Tail-O-Wisp funny? Anyways,
You're back.
so getting back on what I
Allow
was
me
going to talk about.
introduce the winery's master brewer.
So the event,
So
the
many
fucking
mist
Rhythm
flowers.
Ball event
Great.
thing,
I
it's
can't wait to see how this turns out.
that's a severe miss for me with this
Are you
event. I
certain
mean,
the
like,
equipment
come
can
on.
withstand this level of purity?
First and foremost,
My goodness. The winery owner himself is addressing me directly.
when you name something like Rhythm Ball,
Don't worry, sir.
you would
It is
expect there to be
always
some
my
form
honor
of
to serve
rhythm
you,
aspect to
even
the
if it
game.
means risking my life.
in my opinion. So, like, already strike one. No rhythm whatsoever. It is literally just Brick Breaker,
Please,
which there's
excuse
nothing
me.
wrong with Brick
I
Breaker.
must get to
There are a
work.
bunch of other game
What's he gonna do with a bunch
like
of mist
mini games
flowers?
in Genshin
Long
that have
story
taken
short, a few
inspiration
days
from
ago, the
other
winery was experimenting with some
mind-numbing
new
games where you
flavors.
shut your brain off
They
and just
wanted to see
play.
if mist flower can truly add a crisp
No problem
and
with that.
refreshing taste. Sure enough,
And I
they
wouldn't have had a
discovered that the
problem.
flower's
Like, I was
extract
so
is
hyped
truly
up because I was like,
potent.
"Oh, hey, this is gonna be a rhythm game. I like rhythm games." And
Not potent
Nope,
in terms of
no rhythm.
attracting customers,
no rhythm
but
whatsoever.
slimes. Slimes need to extract elemental energy to survive.
But I think the biggest
them,
gripe
this
I have with it
substance
is
is
quite
simply
literally the
irresistible.
music.
So I thought to myself,
Who in
I wonder
hell's...
how much trouble I could cause.
Oh,
now that
definitely
I know
Easy
this.
Primos. But I'm not spending a half hour...
Yikes! What was that noise?
I'm not spending a half hour on Easy Primos and shitty music.
So cold. Oh, Master D. Luke. Purification complete, sir.
But the biggest...
But the equipment is...
No, I'm gray.
Marvelous work. Don't fret about that.
Exactly,
I
Jester,
shall have my
exactly.
butler order more immediately.
Jade, I'm a gray wolf. I'm not a white wolf. I don't live in the Arctic.
Somebody fetch the butler. Paimon never knew you had to be so well spoken to get a job in the alcohol industry.
This is what I was talking about. Mist flower extract. Or, for our purposes, elemental bait.
Wow, it really has a strong elemental
But,
lift.
Jester,
Can
we
you
have
test it
to...
out?
Sprinkle a little on the ground over there. Careful, just a small amount.
No. Jester, I do have a very important question, though. Where chili?
And then that's it? How long does it take before...
But seriously, like... seriously, like, you have Shiloh, who has, on multiple occasions, like, even as a character that you play as, if you've never interacted with her, one of the biggest things you see is that she has a fucking DJ disc. What makes you think she would have basic-ass circus music playing? It just feels like false advertising, and it just... It doesn't make me mad, it just hurts my soul. Like...
Time to say hello.
Oh, you are not what I expected. I need you to die very quickly. Like they have, it's just a missed opportunity overall. It really is.
Small amount of extract. At least we didn't go picking wildflowers for nothing. All right. So can you tell us what your plan is now, Master D. Luke?
Yes, the plan is... And so, I expect it to all go down without a hitch.
It would. I would love. Okay,
Are you sure it will work?
so technically speaking, this is the first instance of this happening,
Plan.
I have persevered alone
In the
from
game.
Start.
but for
Now,
us, it's the second
I
time it's
alone
happened because of
must
the
face what
freaking
lies ahead.
Sumeru arc.
Well,
I
you
hate.
already made up your mind.
I
But
hate with every
until
fiber of my
returns,
being.
we can still help
I don't
you out
hate.
where
It just
we can.
irritates me.
Isn't that right?
It's irritating when they talk about a plan and then we don't see it because we are supposed to be viewing it as the plan happens.
I am indeed indebted to you. I shall see you at the tavern, as per the plan.
Do we really have a
Happening to meet Master Diluc at the tavern.
do we really have a rhythm minigame? Holy shit. I want to play it. I want to play a rhythm minigame. Rhythm minigames are fun. Rhythm games are fun in general, actually. I greatly enjoyed Hi-Fi Rush. One of my favorite games to play in a long time. Maybe? So, like, I have the bard lady over here.
Bring it.
Where is she? I think she's up there. Where is she? Yeah, I have this over here. Oh. I did not realize this. So wait, do I make my own music? Oh, I make my own music. Damn it. This feels... That feels more like the thing from Warframe. Although Warframe did have one where it was a... Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. I mean, that's a cool concept. I don't think I have the ability.
I'm gonna sing it one more time.
I don't think I have the current ability to do that. See, with Warframe, you get a sitar, and you play music, and you can get stuff from it. But I guess this one's kind of a community-based, have fun with it kind of thing. I have to wait. I have to wait in the tavern. Maybe. I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me if it was an item. Actually, neither would surprise me if it was an item or a...
Greetings, Mr. Hoffman
Event.
of the Knights of Favonius. To what?
Oh, nothing. I'm merely procrastinating. I thought I might indulge myself with a beverage or two. Ah, traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, we were in the mood for an evening stroll.
What would you like to drink?
I'll have a dandelion wine, I suppose.
Ooh, Paimon wants apple juice. Aw, but Paimon forgot to bring her coin pouch. Do you have any more on you?
Then I must regretfully ask you to come back when you can pay.
Well, in that case, let this be my treat.
No need. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Is this going to be a case of we pretend to be the Dark Knight? I'm Batman. I'm stuck. No, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone, Bard. I'm going to be dealing with a Bard tomorrow. Fuck off. I'm going to be dealing with a Bard tomorrow. I want to deal with...
Showed up just as expected. Okay, remember the plan? Go to the city's side gate and place the elemental bait.
Blurp.
Whoa! You used all of it! This is gonna be pretty epic.
Oh, I see some ice ones.
Here comes the slimes! Quick, let's get to the tavern before anyone spots us!
That hurt.
Captain Kaya is no doubt a formidable knight, but he also brings us more than his share of hassle. No, this isn't right. I should not be talking about my superior in such a manner. If he were to overhear me...
We're back! Is my apple juice ready?
One moment.
Mr. Huffman! Mr. Huffman! A situation at the side gate! Everyone to the side gate!
Everyone to the side gate!
What happened?
It's... slimes, Mr. Huffman.
Oh, the horror.
You see them all the time. What's the big panic?
We do, but... Sir, there are more slimes out there now than all the slimes I've seen in my life added together.
That statement right there is one of my favorite things to think about.
Surely this couldn't be the Abyss Order's secret weapon. But I have another matter to attend to here.
Oh? The matter of your dandelion wine?
No, that's not what I meant.
Because, like, when you break down that statement, there's one train of thought that I always used to have. I no longer really have it, like, on purpose, but I do kind of, like, let it slip in every now and again. I used to think, whenever I heard something like, that's more slimes than I've seen in my entire life put together, I'm just like, doesn't that also include this moment right here? So in theory, no? But obviously they mean, like, this moment here compared to every other moment in my life when I've seen a slime put together, this moment has more slimes. But, like, I used to think it was a very weird statement. And I think it's kind of funny.
Is encroaching on the city gates, and your response is to sit here drinking wine?
Whining drink?
It's like I've always said, the knights are not to be trusted.
Master Diluc is right. My conduct here has been below par. I shall set off at once. But first, may I have a quiet word?
Huh?
Shh, keep your voice down. I presume you know what this is about. Please watch Diluc for me. Do not let him leave under any circumstances. I must head to the side gate, but I'll be back shortly. I'm counting on you.
Why are we playing Double Agent? Why are we playing Double Agent?
Good. That's him out of the way.
Everything's going according to plan.
I must get going too. I won't have a second to spare if I'm to be back in time.
I hate you. I hate your existence. I don't want to talk to Six-Fingered Jose. I want to leave. Why is Jose stationed at the fucking door? He ain't a fucking greeter, and if he is, he's too close to the damn door.
Ah, there you are.
Where's Timmy to complain about the pigeons being scared off?
Dealing with you will be the easy part.
Neat fighting style. Also, I'm 100% certain there are witnesses to this. Ain't no way nobody is noticing this shit happening. Seems like
Farewell.
have fun with that. Need you to lose your elemental resistances. And then you just die.
Everlasting as the moon. Overrule.
Oh, I'm frozen, that's why.
Tell me what you see. Be free.
Am I done yet?
Classic Master D-Luke. Not a baddie left standing.
Do we have time for this?
Nothing more than a few hilly churls. No time to chat. I don't know how long those slimes will keep Huffman occupied.
Glad that's settled. Let's get back to the tavern. You think Huffman is back yet?
Well, considering I don't think a single knight of Favonius besides Kaya and Lisa, technically, and Jean have visions, probably not.
It seems Huffman hasn't yet returned. He made it in time.
The situation is sorted now. I never expected that the Abyss Order's army would turn out to be nothing more than a few slimes.
Keep believing that.
That is a surprise. Perhaps the Knight's true calling is to be slime exterminators. Who knows? Domestic pest control may turn out to be a more valuable use of your resources.
Okay, I get you don't like them, but you can lay off.
Master D-Luke, please, have you no respect at all? How come you're sweating so much? You didn't leave, did you? Is that so? But why now, of all times, for the love of Barbados?
You had me standing here staring at a guy. Of course I'm gonna get bored.
Uh-oh. Huffman is getting suspicious.
Excuse me, sir. Might I be so bold as to inquire? Did you see Master D-Luke, today's bartender? Did you see him leave just now?
Why would you change it to today's bartender? It's Master D-Luke.
Yikes. He's asking other customers. We're done for.
Master D-Luke? Why, no. He's been behind the bar this entire time.
I see.
Wasn't it a running joke that everybody
Mr.
in this bar
Huffman,
doesn't like the Knights
your
of Favonius?
dandelion wine. You ought to get back after this. Send my regards to the rest of the knights.
Oh. Never mind. I must be going. I should report back. Here, take this as a token of my esteem. How odd.
Whew. That was too close. Paimon was sure we were toast.
I foresaw this eventuality. So, all the guests here tonight, save you two, are my own people from the Dawn Winery.
Never mind.
They're all in on it?
Not all of them. Or should I say, not all of us.
Kaya, come from?
I just picked a good spot to quietly sit and watch the show.
What? You've been here this whole time?
I wonder if I could have
Correct.
seen him if I actually ran around in here.
The Dark Knight Hero's Alibi. I think it's my favorite chapter so far. More intriguing than a fine wine.
So, you plan to report everything to the Knights of Favonius?
Come now, Diluc. You know me better than that. I have no interest in exposing secrets. I was just curious to see how far Mondstadt's Dark Knight hero would really go, and you did not disappoint.
You sound
I
pissed.
have nothing to prove to you.
Oh, naturally. I must say, though, one thing I didn't see coming is that the mighty Dark Knight hero would actually need help from other people.
Sorry, we're closing. Please see yourselves out.
All right, all right. I have no further need of wine to entertain myself tonight in any case.
Why does he sound
One
so
last
pissy?
thing before I go.
It had better be the very last thing.
I feel strangely comforted by the fact you now have an assistant, Diluc. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
Did they used to date?
What was all that about?
Don't mind him. Thank you for all your help with this matter. This is a token of my gratitude.
Wow! Thanks, Master Diluc.
I'm in the habit of working alone. But I did enjoy having your assistance this time.
I want to touch upon something very quickly on this one image here. Compared to more recent characters, I guess, why does it feel like a lot of them from Mondstadt feel so dull almost? So like Diluc has the red hair and the red eyes, right? They stand out very well. He's got red palmed gloves. But aside from the embroidery on his outfit, not much really stands out. Like, his design very, very, very much feels like 1.0 of the game.
In the future, if there's anything you ever need, you can come to me for help.
I'm not really saying that's a bad thing. It just is so interesting to compare his design to the design of previous characters. Or newer characters. Let me say that. Newer characters, not previous characters. I'm dumb. I said previous because I have just recently got Master Diluc compared to everybody else. But yeah, no, freaking Kaya reacted very similar to like a scorned lover.
Thank you for
Which wouldn't surprise me if that were the case, but still, like, I need to know. I need the tea. Okay, so Klee was next, you said? Klee is the only one I can do. Because because she's the first one out of the three.
Bring it.
Alright, Jade, we're doing Klee.
Shame I only get to listen in from the other side of the window and don't get to join in the debate. I'd love to give my 2 cents.
Why are you out here?
What? What's up? What's up? Paimon wants in.
Recently, all the customers at the tavern have been debating the exact same topic. Who is the strongest fighter in Mondstadt?
Good question.
The strongest fighter? Must be someone who can floor a whole gang of hilly churls with just one punch. Wow. Then it really must be tough to be.
Oh boy, we're having a power scaling fight.
But anyway, is there like a general agreement in the city on who it is, or?
Expecting people to come to a swift and straightforward consensus in the City of Freedom
is like expecting fisherman's toast to drop out of the sky. Everyone's got their own
I can hope for
opinion,
that.
backed up by a unique set of cherry-picked information. But let's be honest, that's what makes the discussion so impassioned and entertaining.
Sir, you literally described toxic power scaling, and no, it is not entertaining. Well, it's fun to watch from the outside.
Mainstream opinion is polarized, with most people supporting one of two candidates. One is the Dandelion Knight. The other is the Dark Knight Hero.
Dandelion Knight is Jean. Dark Knight Hero is Diluc.
Ooh, Paimon votes for you. But let's go into the tavern and talk to the patrons. Maybe
Oh, this
we'll
won't
pick up
end
some
poorly.
juicy gossip.
Oh, I do envy your life of leisure.
What is stopping you from walking
Don't mind
inside?
me, of course. I guess I'll just get back to work.
Is this guy a fucking sign spinner? If so, that sucks. Number one, why does a tavern need a sign spinner? It's a fucking tavern. It's got booze. Booze is usually the enough of an advertisement. Oh my goodness, I have to talk to 6 people. 4 people, I can count.
Hey, amigo. Do you want to hear my latest composition? I put my whole heart into it, and also my soul. How about it, amigo?
Can we tell what nationality this man's supposed to be?
Huh? The most macho in Mondstadt. She's a little girlie who wears red.
What?
That's right. I found this out one day about half a month ago, when I went up to the Storm Bear Mountains looking for inspiration for my new song. Guess what happened?
What happened?
I witnessed the most
Paimon,
powerful
why do you look like you're
destructive
trying to
force I have
steal
ever
his
seen in my
shit?
life. I'm telling you, it completely
She's
changed
pulling a
the
freaking
whole
Oblivion
landscape
/
in that part
Skyrim
of the
right now.
mountains.
Holy moly!
I was hiding behind a bush and I saw this little girlie in red clothing running into the distance, leaving a trail of destruction in her wake. But I don't know if anyone will believe me.
Now that you mention it, the idea of a tiny little girl wielding that much destructive power is a little far-fetched.
We fought gods
Want
before,
to know what I think?
Paimon.
I think she has a treasure nobody else knows about. Maybe even the most powerful treasure in all of Mondstadt.
Did you say treasure? Did Paimon imagine that, or did you hear it too?
It's just a guess. I mean, no. It's a bard's razor-sharp intuition.
I don't buy it. You're pulling my leg, even though I fought dragons and elemental creatures and gods and fake gods and people with multiple forms and another god.
How can you say such?
So, this girl...
I do not know her name. Hey, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe...
Doesn't sound like much to go on, but thanks for your intel.
I need to look at something real quick before I continue. Will looking at Klee's
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you?
talents spoil anything for me? Because I've now become curious about her talents. Also, can I pull her? She is not a part of the list.
Hey, I'm doing some adventurers training. Alcohol tolerance training, to be precise. Want to join me?
No.
You want to know who I think the toughest fighter is? In my opinion, that would be the finest adventurer of them all, Stanley. Guildmaster Cyrus is up there with the toughest, too. But only Stanley can take on the bloodthirsty beasts of the Mare Javari.
If they ever make a character actually named Stanley that is playable, I don't know how I'd feel about that, because nobody has a normal name like that except Jean.
Bloodthirsty beasts of the Margifari.
And Lisa.
Sounds terrifying.
Okay, maybe Stan. Well, no, Stanley would definitely. Stanley would definitely be the weirdest out of all of them.
Yeah! Bam! Wham! Pow!
Come, my friend. Why adventure?
Sorry, I was checking YouTube. Gotta make sure I'm keeping up with the YouTube to make sure nobody's talking.
Are you here to try Mondstadt's famous wine too?
Sir, you've had enough.
The strongest fighter of them all?
He's gonna say me.
That would be Jean,
Never mind.
obviously. Why? Grandmaster Jean is so strong. She can take out a ruin guard with just a few slashes of her sword. And she could wipe out the 3 Hilly-Trill tribes at Dada Upa Gorge all by herself. Otherwise, we wouldn't have such a carefree existence with nothing to do.
It's true.
Bro, fucking on dumb holes.
Safe hands. Meanwhile, this guy is drunk as a skunk.
You should have said drunk as a squirrel, because those are well known to get drunk. Off of... Wait, what gets more drunk? I know raccoons can get drunk. I know deer can get drunk. I know moose can get drunk. I don't know moose can get drunk. I know elephants get drunk.
My potted plant on the porch is dying.
What'll it be today? The strongest fighter. I don't pay much attention to that sort
Like,
of
drunk
thing.
as a skunk just sounds like fucking...
Paimon thought bartenders had
It's
some
just
kind of
meant to be
special
alliteration.
information
It's
source.
annoying me.
Exactly. That's what Paimon was getting at.
I have no involvement in any intelligence gathering operation. But if you made me pick someone, it would be the Dark Knight hero. I've heard some stories about him. Apparently, he once rescued a city dweller from the Abyss Order.
There it is. The barman's top secret intelligence. Speaking of the Abyss Order, their minions are really stirring up trouble all over the place, aren't they? Patton was right about one thing. If everyone's got their own opinion and can't be persuaded, how are we ever gonna find out who Mondstadt's strongest fighter is?
Okay, so, like, follow-up question. Why do we care?
Eureka! Paimon's got it! Let's go see what Jean says. Bet the Knights have got an official ranking table for this kind of thing.
Honestly, that feels like something DeLuke would make.
Come on! Let's just go and ask already.
But then DeLuke would make himself at the top because he's got too much pride about it. Or he would make the list, make it fair, but be pissed about it. Honestly, that would probably be the funnier outcome. Are you and the wife shopping for chili? I'm sorry, I'll drop it. It just last week was fucking hilarious to me. My dog is having a good dream, apparently. The sword.
Oh, Master Jean! Sorry to bother you. We're collecting intel on the strongest fighter in Mondstadt. Do you have, one of those official Knights of Favonius verified ranking table thingies?
Strongest fighter in Mondstadt? Huh. I am sorry, but I cannot help. I do not have any relevant documentation on that topic.
Why does she sound so robotic there?
Oh, well that sucks. Paimon was hoping he would at least make the top 5.
Well, although I do not have the data to make such an assessment, I will say that my faith in our honorary knight's abilities has never wavered. Which reminds me, recently one of the Abyss Order's mages has been active near the city, although he is keeping a low profile. If you are staying around Mondstadt, please be on the lookout for danger. Given your, well, high-ranking fighting strength, I trust you will be able to help keep the area safe.
Indeed.
Awesome! After he beats the Abyss Order, he'll climb up that ranking table faster than he climbs up all those cliffs.
Paimon, there is no ranking table.
Either way, smashing the Abyss Order to bits is the right thing to do.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is before we found out that they're technically people.
But be careful out there.
It's a tiny person. He's a tiny person.
I'm fine. I'm not hurt. Sorry for bumping into you.
Okay, she is definitely not a normal human.
Hey, look!
Mondstadt be bombed, Klee be doomed. Oh no.
There's some writing on here. Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed? Yikes! Mr. Kaya wrote these down for me. They're, survival rules. Survival rules? Yeah. Rules that I must absolutely never break under any circumstances.
How powerful is this child?
Something terrible would happen. Yep. Ah, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Klee. I've heard all about you guys. You're the honorary knight who helps Mondstadt.
What is the... Okay, so like... I'm not the only one that hears this, right? It feels like her mic is a little bit muffled?
Paimon is so happy right now.
Or not her mic, her voice. Her voice feels a little bit muffled.
But wait, no. There's no time for this right now. I'm dealing with a big emergency. I grabbed my map and ran as fast as I could all the way here. The treasure I buried in the Whispering Woods. It's gone. Did you say buried treasure? Exactly what Paimon was thinking. Lost treasure is a big deal. Let us help you find it. Yay! Thanks, you guys.
I like her giant backpack.
Here's where
It's
the
like
map
half her
says the
size.
treasure should be. I put a circle around it. I also put a wooden sign in the ground at the place where I buried it.
Wait, I remember this sign. I was trying to figure out what it does for a long ass time and I couldn't figure it out.
Come on, Mr. Honorary Knight.
But yeah, why does it feel like when they were recording her voice lines, the mic got muffled a little bit or something? Like, the audio feels muffled for her. Or maybe I'm just hearing things. Okay, she's not with me, but she is with me.
Treasure's gone, but you seem oddly happy. Well, Razor and Albedo seem really busy recently. So Klee must not disturb them. But now Klee has new friends. I never thought I'd have a new big brother to help me. I'm so happy.
I've apparently been adopted by a child. To be honest, I'm used to that.
We're here. This is the place. Look, treasure was buried. And where there's now a huge empty hole in the ground. It's an abyss mage! Hey, maybe he's the one Jean was warning us about. What's that in his hand? My treasure! What?
I see the little girl has brought her friends with her. Time for a change of plan.
Hey, you! If you think you're so tough, get back here and fight!
What's an abyss mage? I play in the forest all the time, but I've never seen one before.
Damn, I don't know how I'm gonna catch up.
Game's up! Now hand it over!
Oh, you fools think I would give this up so easily after what I've been through to acquire it?
You're going to die.
Farewell. Something's wrong.
Ow.
Let me leave you a verse.
Oh my goodness, look, a wall!
Go! You're free now!
Okay, the big one's dead.
Careful, Clee. Don't be drawn in by it. Abyss mages are the bad guys.
Oh, that's right. Grandmaster Jean says that stealing is wrong.
Let me attack you.
Freeze!
That girl's lucky she didn't come alone. Otherwise,
You wouldn't do jack shit, you're weak. Oh no.
But if we could just get him to give it back.
Where'd he go? The Abyss Mage! He just disappeared! What's going on?
Oh.
A gateway to a domain! The Abyss Mage must have snuck inside! Clee, do you need a rest? Why don't you wait here while we get your treasure back for you?
No! I'm coming with you. It's my treasure that Mr. Fluffball stole, and it's up to me to get it back.
Mr.
Don't
Fluffball.
worry, Clee is a big girl.
I do find Clea adorable.
Honorary night, let's go.
I'm waiting for when I start fearing her. My current party level is lower than the recommended level. Who cares? Give me one moment.
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you?
Dodoko, Dodoko, where are you? Sorry, I had to take care of something. She's a cat. Okay, okay, she has a laser. Oh. This doesn't terrify me in any way, shape, or form.
La la la. Da da da.
Meow. Meow. So she's obviously a catalyst user. Lovely. I protect myself. Okay, I like the way her kit plays a little bit. Oh, anything that weakens these assholes is fine by me.
Tell me what you see. Lazy bear.
A little less interactive than I would like it to be, but it isn't a bad kit. Really nothing. Oh, there's the chest. I'm blind. Or as Jade would say, I'm non-observant. Oh, I'm being attacked, that's why. Goodbye. You had HP, and then you had none. Interesting. No, Arle, how are you supposed to get through here? Klee has it handled. I like how her kid's basically just throwing shit.
La la la. Woo.
Overruled.
All of you are now dead. Door open. Oh no, not the big guy. I hate the big guy.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Yeah, so I like that her kit seems to be good for taking out the Geo stuff.
You followed me. I must say, I'm impressed. But this is as far as you will get. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do? Oh, the human proclivity to gossip has provided us with everything we need. We learned that your little red friend had in her possession the most powerful treasure in all of Mondstadt. That treasure is now in my hands. There is nothing you can do.
You're gonna blow up.
Now your precious treasure shall be your undoing. No, wait, don't touch it.
She's warning you not to touch it so you don't explode. But fair warning, you're not gonna live. I'm sorry.
Now, what have we here? A flame symbol.
I warned him.
No! I broke the survival rules. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. This is it. This time, I'm done for.
Wait! So Klee's treasure is a bomb? No wonder Klee was rumored to be the strongest fighter in Mondstadt. Paimon, for one, is never picking a fight with her, ever.
Klee's kid is explosive expert.
Seems like it. Well then, let's head to the Knight's headquarters and report.
I will say, poor Klee, she thinks she's in deep shit, and I'm willing to bet Jean's gonna pat her on the back and be like, "You did amazing." How long have I been streaming, by the way? Not even 2 hours. Whee!
Klee? You're here too?
I turned myself in.
Huh?
My bomb. I hurt someone. I broke the rules. I'll never see the light of day again.
Kaya, what did you fill this girl's head
I
with?
need you to answer me. You said someone was injured. Where are they? Why is that?
But Mr. Fluffball was only a thief. He didn't deserve to blow up.
Hey, come on now. Paimon already told you that the Abyss Mages are the bad guys.
Klee is too sweet for her own good. Oh my goodness.
They're the worst kind of bad guys you can imagine. They don't just hate the good guys. They hate all people. Their enemy is humanity itself.
Mr. Fluffball was a bad guy on purpose? Mr. Fluffball is the enemy of humanity? What?
Should we really be teaching this kid this lesson?
This was an oversight on my part. I did not tell you these things before because you are still young.
Okay, good. Jean agrees with me.
This order is a hostile force in Mondstadt, which has been unusually active lately.
Aha! That's it! Paimon understands now. They were tracking down poor Klee because they heard rumors about her treasure. Just like the way Paimon's first reaction was to try and get her hands on...
I forgot this is before Paimon actually kind of mellows out a little bit.
on the treasure.
So, does that mean...
In light of your contribution on this matter, I will allow you to take part in the next Ludi Harpastum.
Ludi Harpastum? Whoa! Mr. Honorary Knight, you've gotta come too.
Whoop-de-doo! It's a happy ending!
Except...
Except what?
Klee, where did you hide the treasure to begin with?
I,
Were you trying to blow up the fish in Starfell Lake again?
I wasn't! I swear I wasn't!
She dynamite fishes!
Play along.
Klee?
I'll see myself to solitary confinement.
Paimon bets Klee must get bored in there all by herself.
Poor Klee, I love her. Also, is solitary confinement just her bedroom?
Guess who?
That's Paimon's voice I hear. Ooh, yes, please! Wait, no,
Why do I get the feeling this is just her bedroom?
Klee needs to be a good girl and think about what she did. Stop tempting me. Anyway, while I'm grounded, I'm making an extra special new treasure. The Ludi Harpastum version.
When you say treasure...
I made it into the shape of a harpastum and everything. It'll look so cute. Just wait for Ludi Harpastum. Oh yeah, they're gonna love it.
This child is dangerous.
Jane was listening to this. Klee might find herself grounded for an awful lot longer.
This child gives me Tiny Tina vibes. That child is straight up Tiny Tina. Just a little bit more sane. Okay, next one is Albedo. Okay, so now I have Jean, Venti, and Mona unlocked. Who are you locked behind? Cien and Unicornus, which is... Ganyu, okay. Okay, that one's locked behind Nahita's first one. Who are you locked behind? Alatus and Papio. Well, I have Papio unlocked. Who's Alatus? Alatus is Zhao, got it. Yoimiya is locked behind Arinyaka. Arinyaka Part 2. Who's Arinyaka? It wouldn't be any of these, would it? Complete the above quests, remaining 2. Oh, it's a world quest I haven't even touched. Holy shit. Never mind. Albedo. I remember now, Albedo. I'm supposed to do Albedo because I need to do him before the next patch. Hello, Sucrose. Hello, Sugar.
Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
She's supposed to be an owl creature, right?
Oh, hello, Traveler in Paimon. Pardon me, are you looking for Timaeus?
No, just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book over there.
Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
I guess it's no surprise coming from the one who repelled Storm Terror. Actually, since it's you, I bet you're someone who'd be able to help Albedo.
There's that
I've never run into Albedo.
You and Timaeus mentioned him the last time we met, right? Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher?
Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his
Dog!
They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems.
Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face. I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him, a few Mora might settle the score.
At this point, I agree. Give me Mora.
Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
Somebody pet the damn dog. Traveler Observation Report number 1, Act 1.
Sucrose is a whole lot less...
Okay, so I gotta go all the way over here. I still need to finish the mountain.
Anyway, let's
And the
go
schism.
look for Albedo.
And the schism. Yum. So this is Albedo.
Sister Rosaria!
Nope, never mind. That's Sister Rosaria.
Choir practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people.
Who is Barbara's
Don't
big
fret.
sister?
Nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've got to get going.
And she's off.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
All because she's goth. Wow.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
Paimon, your whispering quietly is basically about the same level as somebody talking into a megaphone regularly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... So it's you, the honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping.
Yay.
Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
No.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
Why aren't you a knight then?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, This is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
I want to know her story.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Like, very clearly she... Oh, no. Very clearly she's got the ability to see... Or, like, to be... A... What's the word I'm looking for? A knight or a detective, so why is she a sister?
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
The footsteps! I found
You know,
the
little
footsteps.
Pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After
Oh, so
committing
that's...
a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example?
Let the mountain flame boil!
Somehow forgot this chest. In my endeavors.
Laid bare. Bring it. Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
Somehow missed this in my travels up here. Probably already said that once.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria...
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
I feel like it's not the case, and it's supposed to be just something Rosario can do. And it's intriguing me more and more the more I hear about it.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
My neck.
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churls? Isn't he in danger?
No, I think we are, though.
Uh-oh. Looks like the start of them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
Yeet, 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 yeet. And they're dead.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly churls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow. Look at the detail. But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Ugh, something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
She is a baddie, though. I'll give her that.
Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her.
You were too busy flying into a thesis.
From her words, it seems that you were looking for me.
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking.
Don't mind me, I'm in
I've
pain.
heard a bit of everything.
Trying to
Your
stretch out my
actions
neck
during
and shit.
Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things.
This guy is
I'll skip to
monotone
the
as shit.
conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct? Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
I just noticed the star on his neck. What the hell?
Start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Intriguing, interesting.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
It's possible. But I will do everything in my control to ensure your safety. Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Oh boy!
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Everything constitutes a risk to Mondstadt. You should be on guard 24/7. Especially with me involved, for I am a danger to everybody. It's me, Rocky! No, wait. That's Bullwinkle's voice. I thought I had the thing active, but I didn't. You can die. I need your masks. Give them all to me. Wait, that's a book.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know. But I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's
Paimon's got a brain, but it's as smooth as a koala's.
Is that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard.
So I take it Albedo's story is supposed to be like a
Do
big
you have
lore
any
dump for a
extra
lot of
organs?
things?
A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature.
How many stomachs do Tivatans have? Do they have 3 stomachs?
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
She's my emergency food.
You see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
Yes! I caught Paimon with a fishing rod.
That rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
I think you broke Paimon.
How would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world.
Talk about a lucky
Given that
break.
There's clearly a discrepancy in their research. It seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
The science is in the
Direct
data
and clear
gathered.
observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
That scares me.
Slimes are fine.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
I will say I'm excited to see what happens with Saritsa's abilities, as well as like what the cryo power is going to be.
Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
I'm curious as well.
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry.
Because, like, what do we got right now? I don't know what fires is. I don't know what pyro is.
No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal
Geo is manifesting stuff like what
If
Zhongli
anything
does.
unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations.
Swirl
Try not to
is air bursts. Water is using HP to fire more water.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Star silver lining. I see what you did there, Paimon. You crafty bitch.
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes. This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
There's a person here.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here.
I like the way Albedo's dressed. I don't know how I feel about him as a character, though.
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses, perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
What?
Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
Wait, does that mean I'm a
Following
slime?
this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms.
I'm a slime.
In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements.
You're wrong, I am a slime.
Cryoregis vine, or even a wildflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Pardon me a second.
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world, now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis
My neck
here
is
for
getting
the time
stiff,
being.
so I put some
If you're
icy
keen
hot
for
on
an
it.
update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink.
Time to
Remember
drink
keep
and
calm at all
explode.
times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Where'd it go? There it is.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drink some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense,
That's nice of him, but also don't do
wrong
that.
of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
Wrong. We all can, because we can study them.
To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Oh, having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You know what I want? I want the genus and species of every creature into that, including humans.
Result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit? Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment.
Because I feel like they wouldn't be Homo
Look
sapien.
around. It may help to pass the time.
Shit, I forget. Is it Homo sapien sapien? No, it's just Homo sapien. Because for dogs, it's Canis lupus familiaris. And for some reason, my brain is just like, it's Homo sapien sapien, you idiot. But like, no, it should be Homo sapien, then Homo cyborgus, then Homo machinus, if that's anything to go off of in terms of like what people predict our evolutionary pathway is going to be. Because Homo cyborgus is when we start adding machines to us, and then Homo machinus is when we start making humans out of machines. Which is weird to think of a machine as a species.
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
He's not returning. He's standing right there.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first.
But see, if you organize
on
while
with the
experimenting...
research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world?
That's a good question.
I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around.
Has the Traveler...
Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
Yes.
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power.
Like,
into
has the
ingredients
Traveler ever
themselves.
shown off skills
I'm
beyond...
curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Did he just suggest I fuck someone? But no, like, so what unique abilities has the Traveler shown? Because I know we've shown an increased sensitivity to elemental energy. We've linked with our sibling in the past, but technically speaking, our sibling is no longer marked as somebody not from Teyvat.
I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
I love his clothing.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
I mean, arguably speaking, cooking is
Not only
mad
this
science.
recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. That does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
After all, we cook with many, many things that are technically toxic.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the if there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsel.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem.
We're gonna starve Timaeus.
How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food?
A new recipe has touched the beacon. It is a good thing I had enough. Do I have enough to make? No, I don't. I'll make that much.
Where does he get these ideas from anyway?
That was fast.
Eat all 6 of them.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours.
Oh, that's what he meant.
Unless, could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
Potentially.
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey!
Backhanded compliment much?
A second ago. But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway.
I don't
moving
feel
on to
like
the
he
next
believes so.
experiment.
I don't think he
There are
feels he
all manner of
deserves
alchemical
friends.
items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah, you could use elemental sight.
Like, is elemental sight the thing that he can, like, the Traveler can do?
Do it the old-fashioned way.
That nobody else can? I feel like others...
The electrohypostasis
are able to do it too.
The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it.
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Okay, so yeah, it is.
Yep. Guess it does.
Well, then wait, how can...
It's a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is
Never mind.
seen,
That answers my
it is
question.
not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
How do I get off this crazy
In
train?
essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jump from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Still in one piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
This is an interesting storyline, to say the least. It's helping me understand more about, like, how Teyvat works. And, like, where we're sitting in the story. But, like, legitimately, what sets us apart from everybody else beyond the fact that, like, we know we're from another world? I heard a wolf.
You want us to jump from up here?
Not necessarily.
I like that you can see
Not
other
if you know of
landmarks.
a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please,
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
This quest is oddly wholesome.
Great
Usually
work.
Fatui running around here.
I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway,
At least he admits it.
If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting. I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended.
I'm a slime!
Petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting and the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite
It's an
boring,
interesting way to view
not
things.
worth closer inspection.
Kind of pessimistic,
There
though.
is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this
I
friendship.
apologize if that
lifetime.
caused any lag on your guys'
Now,
end.
Before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence. Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
I think I know what ruins he's talking about. I got new mail. Who's the jerk that sent me mail? Oh, Candace. How dare you send me food, Candace?
Be free.
Oh, that's not true.
Bring it.
Yep, it's what I thought it was. But yeah, I like this quest for the most part. No, there's no more. There's nothing else. I like the quest. It's interesting. It's intriguing. It gives us insight to how Teyvat works
I
for the most
imagine
part.
you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test. I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. A tried and tested So, let's see you in action.
Oh boy! I actually tried to solve this a while ago, and I couldn't for some reason, because I think the game...
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Like, the game wouldn't do anything for me to solve it because it was part of a quest. Oh wait, do I have to shoot these? Ah, I see. Do your thing. There's a third one, isn't there? No,
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Lay the band. Go on.
And you're dead. You dead, son? You dead, son? I do like puzzles, though. Puzzles are fun. Why would you dive into this? Fucking psychopath? What are you doing? Why are you stupid? Why do you have the intelligence of a lemming? Oh boy, look at this freezing water. I better jump in. I hate... I don't mind the freezing mechanic as a whole. I don't like that I have to fucking mash one of my buttons to get it out. Like, shake the stick. I should probably be allowed to shake the stick. Probably should say phrasing on that one. But, like, mashing X doesn't feel like a good way to break out of the ice, in my opinion. But that's just me. It feels weird. Am I missing a Sealy? Let me try you first. And then you. There we go.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism.
Haha, I did it.
Exactly what will happen when you do. Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kind of looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless
I
you
am
can think
too.
of anything better to do, let's head back to the...
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You! You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions, participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander.
Great,
I'm
then
only
fill
concerned
me
with
in?
one thing, whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
How paranoid is this woman?
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
But you know Albedo.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat.
Congratulations, you have done nothing but waste my time. And yours.
Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
You would have done it to yourself.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
What the fuck did I do? Explain it to me. Don't be cryptic, you fucking bitch. I have no problem being on freaking guard around people, but why fucking make it overtly cryptic? Who does that serve? Come out and say it.
She's gone. So stubborn.
Hey, Albedo's not really a bad guy, but he kind of gets lost in his research and doesn't really see the consequences of his actions ahead of time. Maybe be wary about that. Maybe say something like that. Don't be like, oh, you shouldn't trust everybody you meet. You never know when they're going to be a mad scientist who uses alchemy for evil.
Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
Like, if she's right, that's
We
great.
should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look.
A little bit of a delay on that one. Like, if she's right, that's great, but she's gonna gloat about it like, oh, I told you so. And I'm gonna be able to look at her and be like, bitch, you said nothing. You gave a cryptic warning that was extremely vague because you didn't want to potentially be wrong. Like, what's the threat? Tell me what the threat is, and I will be more... Why don't people do this?
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time
Oh, you
for
mean
the
being a
results.
cryptic bitch?
We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go.
Like, I'm guilty of it too. I can be cryptic when I don't mean to be, and sometimes I'm cryptic on purpose. But like, if there's like a national security threat, probably don't be cryptic about it.
But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
It's like fucking
Please,
telling
I
the
understand
school
that this
there
may have
might
seemed
be a
self-evident
bomb in
to
the
you,
school, but I don't
in
fully
fact,
know
nothing in
because
this world should be taken for
you
granted.
can't trust
Have you ever
everybody.
considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
I don't like the purpley stuff about it.
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition, is not nurturing other.
Hi, Rosie!
Also nurturing the world itself.
Welcome to Genshin stream. You missed me having a freaking freak-out attack because we had a nun who was being extremely cryptic about security and saying how she knows this person that we're talking to. This guy right here. We were talking to this guy, and she knows this guy. And she hinted that maybe he might not be what he seems, but didn't tell us how.
Paimon thought with all our efforts...
And I'm going nuts.
Forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities.
I was going nuts because, like, if you know something,
with us. Even a momentary burst.
Fucking say it. Oh, this guy gets a little, like, if it's something to the effect of, oh, this guy, like, is a really good guy, but he just gets too lost in his research and sometimes doesn't see the forest for the trees, understandable, just say that. Don't say something like, you can't always trust an alchemist. He might be up to no good. Watch yourself. And I'm just sitting here being like, the fuck?
A short life can be well lived.
Also, Genshin is a fun game. I highly recommend it. Free to play.
Is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you.
It's free to play. Starting off, you'll get a lot of primogems and wishes to summon off characters. There's always going to be a I can show you stuff.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover.
I'll show you after this.
A flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again? Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean?
Ew.
Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined.
Oh, are you from a different world?
I lose control. Destroy Mondstadt. Destroy everything. Can I rely on you to stop me?
Oh. Well, that got dark. And that's the theme of the game.